So when you think about how much wealth you got, what do you think about? Maybe you think about how much stock options you got, or shares, or cash, or equity, or property, or real estate, or card collection, or NFT, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. There's one thing we rarely talk about, and maybe it's one of the most important things that you need to collect and keep for decades to come. Here's why. If you get value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So check this out. Dana White is on a family vacation in Italy. Probably spent a couple $1 million. He's typically in the ocean with his family, big yacht, friends, they're together. He gets a phone call. While he's in Italy, President Trump says, I want you to come and speak at the RNC. He gets invited, whether it's his handlers or himself. I want you to come speak at the RNC. He's in the middle of a vacation with his family. He's sitting there. He's worth so much money. Nearly a billionaire. He's already made all his money. He sits there, talks to his family, says, I'm going to go to give this talk. Gets on a private jet, flies all the way out. That's probably $400,000 to $500,000 jet fuel. Goes, gives the speech, flies back in the middle of family vacation with wife, kids, everybody. I want you to think about the dynamic real quick. Say you get the call. Then you talk to your wife, your kids. Hey, I got to go give this talk.
But babe, I thought we're on vacation.
But I got to go give this talk.
But babe, we're on vacation.
On every paper you have, you can say, I can't make it. And the other side can say, I got you. He goes. Why does he go? Here's why. You now have the wealth. Who gave you the wealth? You got a few opportunities. 20-something years ago, while nobody was allowing UFC to fight in their hotels, there's one guy that said, come into your UFC here. You know what that guy's name was? Donald J. Trump. And at that time, Dana was not a multimillionaire. He was barely getting started. He was a fight promoter. Hasn't made his money yet, right? Gets that opportunity. Now all of a sudden UFC gets bought. You ready? Roughly $10 billion by Endeavor. You know what kind of money he has? He officially has FU money. When you watch this relationship, who owes who more? Does Trump owe Dana more? Or does Dana owe Trump more? Now, of course, in their eyes, they're friends. There's a relationship. But if we think about energy-wise, who owes who more? The fact that Dana got up off his yacht and flew over there tells you that Dana values strong relationships. I've been in business for a long time, and I've seen a lot of people that will see someone that they help. And eventually when they become rich, and this person did a lot of work for them, truly a lot of work for them, they're like, oh, I don't need it now. I can do whatever I want to do. But guess what? You may not lose your Bitcoin. You may not lose your real estate. You may not lose your stock options. You may not lose a lot of things, but I'm telling you, long term, there's everyone that's watching this. You have 3 to 5 people in your life that have positively impacted you to be where you are right now. Do whatever you can to keep those relationships. Never, ever take those relationships for granted, especially if you think that they owe you more than you owe them. Never, ever take those for granted. Unfortunately, many do, and that typically comes from a place of arrogance and not valuing it and not thinking it's a big deal. It's very simple. By the way, 99% of people, when they go, it's a big percentage. It's got to be over 90% of people. Once they get what they want out of a person, they're off. But that 10% who ends up keeping that relationship with that person long term. That's what I tell my wife. There's only a handful of people that call. I'm going to pick up the phone call no matter what meeting I'm in. It's not 100 people. It's not 500 people. It's a handful of people that can call that I'm going to pick up at any time. And there's only a few people that call me that there's something going on. I'm going to get on a plane and go to them. Why? Because those people changed my life. You have those people, and it's not a big list. If you don't have many of them, go find those people. You need high quality people like that to do big things in your life. But if God grants you those relationships, protect it. Never, ever screw it up. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I gave a talk a few years ago about a lesson I learned from my son, Dylan, about the difference of will versus must. Will versus want. If you've never seen this, click here to watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye, go-bye.